The representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, congratulated His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and the first Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, Chairman of the General Sports Authority and President of Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, on the honourable global achievements of Bahraini champions at the World Athletics Championship held in the Japanese capital, Tokyo, represented by Winfred Yavi winning the silver medal in the 3,000 meters steeplechase and Salwa Eid Nasser winning the bronze medal in the 400 meters final. His Highness explained that this global excellence reflects the support Bahraini sports receive from its leadership, which provided athletes with opportunities to excel in international forums. His Highness praised the efforts made by His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad in supporting the sports movement and national teams. His Highness also praised the role of the Bahrain Athletics Association, headed by Mohammed Abdul Latif bin Jalal, and the members of the board of directors, and their outstanding efforts in creating the ideal atmosphere for the national team at the World Championship. His Highness commended the perseverance and outstanding performance of Winfred Yavi and Salwa Eid, noting that their achievements reflect the progress of Bahraini sports and its prestigious position on the global stage. The National Security Advisor and Royal Guard Commander Lieutenant General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, in the presence of the Serbian President Alexander Vučić, the UAE President His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Dubai, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Defence of the UAE His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and senior officials yesterday attended the military parade of the Serbian Armed Forces titled Power of Unity as part of the celebrations of unity, freedom and Serbian Flag Day within the framework of His Highness's official visit to Serbia. His Highness affirmed that Bahrain's participation in these celebrations comes within the context of the close historical relations and reflects the support provided by the leaderships of both countries to strengthen cooperation in various fields. He noted Bahrain's keenness to continue strengthening these relations to serve mutual interests and support security and peace efforts at regional and international levels. His Highness praised the military parade, which demonstrated the high level of efficiency and discipline of the Serbian armed forces and their remarkable development in training and armament. The parade began with the Serbian flag measuring approximately 300 meters in length in front of the main podium. It also included various formations of the Serbian armed forces, displays of advanced defense mechanisms, personal protection guards and air defenses, demonstrating the qualitative developments achieved by the Serbian forces at organizational and operational levels. His Highness was accompanied by the Deputy National Security Advisor Sheikh Khalid bin Ali Al Khalifa, the Chairman of the Strategic Security Bureau Sheikh Ahmed bin Abdulaziz Al Khalifa, the Capital Governor Sheikh Khalid bin Mahmoud Al Khalifa, and Bahrain's Ambassador to Serbia residing in Russia, Ahmed Abdul Rahman Al Saati. The representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs, Azana Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, yesterday departed Serbia, concluding his official visit. At the forefront to bid His Highness farewell was Serbia's Minister of Internal and Foreign Trade, Jagoda Lazarevic. His Highness said that the visit to Serbia held promising prospects for enhancing joint cooperation and developing bilateral relations in a way that serves their interests. The Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa attended the ceremony of the 4th edition of the Al Bilad Award for Corporate Social Responsibility organized by Al Bilad Media Foundation. The event was also attended by the Representatives Council Speaker Ahmed Limsalem, Shura Council Chairman Ali Al Saleh, ministers, senior officials, representatives from the public and private sectors, economists, media figures and guests. Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah said that corporate social responsibility is a key driver of Bahrain's comprehensive development under the leadership of His Majesty the King, with the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister. He said that embedding CSR into governance and corporate performance enables private sector initiatives to deliver sustainable community impact, improve services and strengthen Bahrain's position as a hub for responsible business and social innovation. He underlined the government's commitment to expanding partnerships with the private sector, particularly in education, health, the environment, youth empowerment and entrepreneurship. He also commended Al Bilad Media Foundation for providing a platform to showcase impactful CSR initiatives. During the ceremony, Sheikh Khalid presented awards to the winning companies and honored the family of the late businessman Farouk Al Muayyad, who was named the 2025 Personality of the Year for CSR in recognition of his outstanding contributions. The chairman of Al Bilad Media Foundation, Abdel Nabi Al Shala, praised the Deputy Prime Minister's support since the initiatives launched in 2022, noting its role in encouraging wider participation and motivating companies to highlight their CSR programs. Winning companies expressed their gratitude for Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah's ongoing support of private sector contributions to national development. The Minister of Transportation and Telecommunications, Chairman of the Board of Trustees of King Hamad Global Center for Coexistence and Tolerance, Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, said that Bahrain, under the guidance of His Majesty the King and the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, continues its efforts to establish partnership of peace and dialogue between cultures. He said that the International Day of Peace is an opportunity to highlight the importance of spreading peace and utilizing the rules of international law. The minister emphasized the importance of the international community continuing to take measures to preserve peace, develop mechanisms for collective action to end conflict, promote human coexistence, and build bridges of trust, awareness, and coexistence in accordance with an integrated global system. Under the theme Act Now for a Peaceful World, Bahrain joins the world in celebrating the annual International Day of Peace through national and global initiatives that have worked to establish peace partnerships and strengthen international cooperation. More in this report.
On the occasion of the International Day of Peace, Bahrain reaffirms its growing role in supporting regional and international peace based on the vision of His Majesty the King, which has established the principles of wise diplomacy, the values of brotherhood between religions and cultures, and made mutual respect and moderation a constant approach in the kingdom's policy. Today, Bahrain has been able to present the world with a unique model of civilization, embracing different components in an atmosphere of social harmony, in a scene that reflects an authentic image of Bahraini society and translates the depth of the historical and human heritage of this land. The kingdom has conveyed messages of peace and humanity through international initiatives and institutions, contributing to the spread of a culture of dialogue and understanding, and affirming its enduring commitment to openness and the rejection of hatred and extremism. All these efforts have placed Bahrain at the forefront of countries seeking to build a more secure and just world, and have cemented its position as a platform for promoting stability and an oasis of peace. Bahrain today is a country that opens its doors to all and raises the banner of peace as a civilized message that transcends borders and meets aspirations for a more stable and humane future.
The Personal Data Protection Authority in Bahrain announced its official accession to the Global Privacy Assembly as an observer member, underscoring Bahrain's commitment to advancing data protection and safeguarding privacy. The Minister of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Waqf and acting chairman of the Personal Data Protection Authority's Board of Directors, Nawaf Al-Maouda, said that securing observer membership in the Global Privacy Assembly is an important milestone. He said that the membership will create broader opportunities for cooperation and knowledge exchange with international counterparts and enable Bahrain to align with leading global practices in personal data protection. He added that this will strengthen trust in Bahrain's digital environment for both individuals and institutions. A Bahraini delegation led by the Bahrain Chamber of Commerce and Industry held meetings in Belgrade with counterparts from the Serbian Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the presence of business leaders and senior economic figures from both sides. The meeting was part of the official visit of the representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs, Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, to Serbia. This session was co-chaired by the second vice chairman of BCCI, Mohammed Al Kohaji, and the deputy president of the Serbian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mihajlo Vezovic, with the participation of Bahrain's ambassador to Serbia residing in Moscow, Ahmed Saati. The meeting discussed strengthening bilateral cooperation, expanding investment partnerships, and finding new opportunities to boost trade exchange between them, while both sides highlighted promising areas of collaboration. The meeting underscored Bahrain's drive to position itself as a leading investment hub. Participants agreed that such engagement lay the foundation for future cooperation and pave the way for joint projects and investments aligned with global economic trends, serving the interests of both countries.
In light of growing international economic relations, Bahraini businessmen met with their counterparts in the Serbian capital to pave the way for cooperation and discuss future partnership opportunities. The meeting included an exchange of views between the two sides on cooperation in various fields, most notably the food industry, dairy products, information technology, the construction sector, and banking and financial services.
I think it's a very good initiative. I think both countries can benefit from it. There is a lot of space for the improvement of the relations of the trade, and I think we had a fruitful discussion this morning, and there are a lot of things which can be done to further accelerate the trade between the countries. Well, we are focused on 3 pillars, which is food and agriculture, the other one is renewable energy, and the third one is real estate and property, so hotels and hospitality. And we believe, based on the discussion, there is opportunity for all 3 sectors to further explore the possibilities.
I think it was very important that what I understood from yesterday and today, what is IT sector, and they have a lot of technology with the IT sector. An exchange of student program they mentioned today, which I think it will be excellent for Ministry of Education to add exchange program, not only for the student but even for the teachers. That was one thing. Second thing that they were talking about is the food industry. And Serbia has a lot of food industry where they're supplying to the rest of Europe. I think that would be the second thing. I believe that the relationship between Serbia and Bahrain in terms of business volume is very small right now. It has a lot of potential to grow.
We met our Serbian counterparts, which are from major companies and Serbian companies from various sectors, from food to technology to energy to agri-business, and the Bahrain delegation also is composed of many people from various sectors. So this was like an introduction visit for the first time, and we hope that we will welcome a Serbian delegation, hopefully in the beginning of next year, where we will show them firsthand about the opportunities that the Kingdom of Bahrain can offer them for partnerships with Bahraini companies, but at the same time using Bahrain as a hub for their regional presence.
They expressed mutual interest in advancing trade relations and establishing strategic companies that serve both sides. The business delegation also attended a special presentation on Expo 2027 Belgrade, which highlighted international participation opportunities, infrastructure, and the role of the Expo in consolidating Serbia's position as a global center for exhibitions and innovation.
It was a great chance to talk to delegation about the upcoming specialized expo in Belgrade in 2027 with the theme Play for Humanity, Sports and Music for All. With this short presentation, we've managed to present the insights of the organization itself, the key pillars of programming, the location itself, and the investment and bilateral opportunities for Bahrain as a country, as well as Serbia and the region presenting itself to Bahrain and the world.
Well, I see this as a historical visit. It was a very good and positive meeting. We met with all sectors, whether it's real estate, tourism, manufacturing. I think Bahrain and Serbia can play a big role in the investment part, whether be it in Bahrain or in Serbia. I see there is appetite for Serbian company to enter Bahrain market, and this is what we are aiming for.
For us, we look for opportunities as a business sector. We value these opportunities, and we would like to see, the visit mainly here is it's an eye-opener. So we're really looking forward to see what are the opportunities available and in which sector Serbia is strong, which we can benefit on. And also we are inviting the Serbian business companies to start partnership in Bahrain.
This visit is part of Bahrain's ongoing efforts to expand its network of economic relations and explore new markets, to strengthen the competitiveness of the private sector and open up areas for bilateral cooperation in the near future.
The Supreme Council for Environment, in cooperation with the UN Environment Programme, held a regional workshop on advancing environmental data governance to support decision-making in West Asia. The Council's Chief Executive, Amna Ramehi, and the Council's Deputy Chief Executive, Sana Sheikh Isa bin Mohammed Al Khalifa, were present. Ramehi said that Bahrain attaches particular importance to advancing environmental governance by developing data management systems in line with international best practices. She said that these efforts efforts fall within Bahrain's commitment to supporting joint environmental action and building reliable data systems that enable evidence-based decision-making. Ramehi added that the workshop provides an important platform for exchanging expertise and enhancing regional cooperation on environmental data through the development of practical mechanisms to address challenges related to data collection, organization and analysis. She expressed confidence that joint action would enable countries in the region to build more integrated and consistent databases, strengthening their capacity to take effective decisions that meet national priorities and support sustainable development pathways.
The regional workshop, and it is focusing on environment data governance, which is how we manage data for making policies, strategies and action plans. The workshop is important for decision making in the environment sector. It's important for statistics. It's important for all the agencies involved in generating, disseminating and using the data. Usually the governance system in our region is fragmented, so this workshop will try to exchange experience, best practices, and also it's the first of a series of workshops that will gather together an initiative at the regional level to strengthen the data governance, environment data governance in the region to achieve sustainable development goals.
It's about data governance and advancing it across all environmental departments. We will look at the data from their sources, their verification, their relations to the indicator across all the value chain, and how to improve the governance and improve reporting.
The World Youth Endurance Championships held an official award ceremony in Romania for the top 3 riders in the 120-kilometer race. Saud Sebt received the silver medal for second place, while Isa Al-Anizi won the bronze medal, while Emirati rider Rashid Mohammed came first. The Royal Endurance Team riders expressed gratitude to His Majesty the King's representative for humanitarian work and youth affairs, and captain of the Royal Endurance Team is Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa for his support. Saud Sebt expressed happiness at reaching second place, stating that it was the result of the teamwork and continuous support from the team leadership. Al-Anizi said that the race was not easy, while Bahrain performed exceptionally well, and there is no doubt that this position is an incentive for Bahrain to participate in upcoming events. Bahrain's Pavilion Connecting Seas at Expo 2025 Osaka wrapped up its 4-day National Day celebrations with music, performances and cultural shows, highlighting Bahrain's rich heritage. More in this report.
Bahrain's cultural roots have flourished over time, with the sea serving as a lifeline that shaped its economic and cultural connections. Music has long reflected the close relationship between the Bahraini people and the sea, becoming a lasting part of the national identity. Bahrain carries this heritage to its pavilion, Connecting Seas, at Expo 2025 Osaka, under the patronage of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. At the pavilion, music was presented alongside architecture, visual arts and culinary experiences, offering visitors a complete picture of Bahrain's cultural identity. The main showcase, Music of Bahrain Through the Ages, took audience on a journey from traditional to modern styles. It opened with a traditional pearl diving vocal performance, followed by a unique regional style known for its historical significance. The performances blended folk heritage with contemporary music, featuring a diverse range of Bahraini musicians. This blend highlights how Bahraini music can engage an international audience and serve as a bridge for cultural exchange.